Dregs, you got those Winnipeg roots, Manitoba roots, I guess.
Yes.
There's a lot of.
So do we, Dave.
So do I. Yeah.
So do we. Oh, and I, we
That's why
love
you guys are like
Winnipeg.
It's their second home.
Their
In my
second
case,
home.
Literally, it's my second
I'll say it
Second
again.
home.
It felt like home.
Yeah, I've got some connections out there, and there's
Sure.
a lot of
Okay.
there's a lot of dismay emanating from the Prairie about this team. And I think, hey, head coach Scott O'Neill, when you're saying your team embarrassed themselves in Buffalo, you're calling team meetings. You lose again last night, albeit you get a point at least against the Canadians in Montreal. But you know what is there to be done if you're running that club right now?
Well, they're selling hope, and that comes from inside hockey operations. And, you know, I watched that game, and Winnipeg was obviously a lot better than they were the other night in Buffalo. I mean, that was abysmal in Buffalo, particularly the first period. And I think I read somewhere Buffalo scored on 4 rush chances, and they had 9 chances overall. I mean, that's just not Winnipeg Jets hockey. It really isn't. I mean, the history of success in Winnipeg is primarily based around their defensive structure, right? They're spent way too much time of late in the defensive zone. It looks like they're out of juice, but that's not all of it. And then instantly we turn to goaltending because Connor Hellebuck, the savior, isn't there. Well, Eric Comrie's a backup goalie in the NHL. He can make saves, but he's probably not going to make too many 10-bell saves. So the amount of stress that is on that goaltender is it's too much. But then, as O talked about the other night, Tuesday night, I mean, their secondary scoring, by and large,
non-existent.
It's not there. It's not there. It can't always be about Mark Scheifele and Kyle Connor. And you can't fix that externally. That has to come from within.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like they're in a bad place, man. Like they're in that division we talked about it yesterday because Colorado and Dallas and Minnesota.
Yeah, you want to dig a hole in that division, man. Watch out.
Yeah, like the wild cards are there. You're chasing the wild cards, and you're in a wild card race with teams that are not that comfortable in the position. Like right now, it's Utah, San Jose, Seattle, Chicago. I don't think you'd be scared of those teams because they don't have any history of making the playoffs.
Right.
But still, it's not just Winnipeg; it's Edmonton too.
Yeah.
Like the Oilers are in the same spot. Now they can still track down, I think, LA and maybe other teams in their own division. But you look at them tonight; they have Seattle, I believe, in town, in Edmonton tonight, CJ, and you know what's the vibe check like out there when you're checking in on Edmonton and what they think they can still do?
Well, it's funny. It's a little like we had in Toronto here in that they just feel like they haven't played enough good games. Like it's not a matter of, some bad bounces have led to their record being where they are. I think they've been very up and down. Perhaps they can draw something. They did have a shutout win in Seattle here recently, so they've had some success against the Kraken. You know, the loss to Minnesota, it's a 1-goal game, tight game. But, you know, they've just been kind of all over the place, have the Oilers. And you know, I think they're starting to feel the push. A lot of teams would be. The Panthers are feeling it now. Obviously, the Leafs, I think, are still in this position where you realize it's getting late. Like, you can't keep putting off when your best hockey is going to come around because maybe it's not going to go. So, you know, I think there's a fair amount of urgency around the Oilers. And just in trying to they almost feel like they have to get their own house in order before we're talking about, you know, external, trade this guy for that guy, solving any issues. I think they need a more consistent, you know, brand of hockey that they've had in previous years, or else this could be one of those years they just never get it going.